Hey guys, it's Noelle. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am inspired by the HBO Max show Selena and Chef. I've been watching that a lot during quarantine, and one of the first episodes was my favorite, and I thought I would try to make the French omelet she makes. Now, I wrote down, I just rewatched the episode because I watched it a long time ago, and I wrote down all the ingredients and the steps. However, I don't have white pepper, I don't have chives, and I don't have the French the French cheese that he uses. So we're gonna make a little modifications, but I think the whole concept and like the way he makes it still will taste like very good. So I'm super excited, and let's get our ingredients. All right, so our ingredients are 4 eggs, some butter, salt, pepper. I'm not gonna use as much because he says black pepper is too strong, so I'll just use a little bit. And then this is our cheese, American cheddar, whatever cheese. So I guess it's like the American spin on it. Anyway, cheese is cheese, it will taste good regardless. Now, he also says you need a 9-inch pan, which I think this pan is bigger than 9 inches. Don't really know, but it will have to do. And then I will also use a spatula if I can find one. All right, found it. This is the spatula I'll be using because he uses kind of like a spatula situation too. So let me get set up and then we'll make our omelet. All right, so we're gonna start by cracking 4 eggs and whisking that together. Okay, so I whisked the eggs, and then he put 2 pinches of salt, so I just have this salt. I don't know if it was any fancy salt, but I'm just gonna put some in my hands. Pinch. 1 and 2. Got my handy dandy list of ingredients and what to do. Now it says white pepper, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of black pepper because he said not too much because it's going to be too strong. So that's it. All right, so start off with the pan on low. He said you shouldn't, when you put in the butter, just melt it slowly, and when you put in the eggs, there should be no sizzle because then you're going to overcook the eggs. So got my pan, like I said, probably too big, but it's what we're working with. So, just gonna sit here until the pan gets hot. He said, don't leave, don't do anything else. Just stay with the pan. So I'm staying with the pan. Also, he put a lot of butter. I know French love their butter, so I think he put about like a teaspoon of butter or a tablespoon even. So I'm gonna do this much. Hopefully that will be enough to cover the entire pan. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the pan just to see how hot the pan is and whether it's starting to melt or not, because you're not supposed to make it sizzle. Very clear instructions, no sizzle. All right, so we put the butter in. Clearly not hot at all. All right, so we're starting to get some melting action with the butter. What was my next step? Add eggs. So I'm gonna let the butter melt all the way before I add my eggs. Also, I rarely cook with one of these, but I see how it can be helpful for this omelet. The smell of butter melting and like cooking on the stove is one of the best smells ever. Okay, after you add the eggs with no sizzle, stir the eggs all the time. He kept saying, stir, 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 stir the eggs. I guess the whole point is for them to just move continually. So my butter's all melted. I'm gonna add the eggs. Again, we have 4 eggs here. He said 4 eggs for 1 omelet, which seems like a lot of egg if you ask me, but I'm not the chef. All right, eggs are added, and now we stir continually. Hopefully they'll start cooking because it's a liquid mess right now. comment down below if you found new recipes you guys liked, if you guys have picked up a new hobby or what, because I've actually really wanted to get into more cooking, baking, especially with fall coming up. I want to bake like pumpkin bread, like fall treats, and just new recipes. I want to get better at cooking. I think that's something just really helpful for the future and just life. To be able to cook without a recipe would be awesome, but we're not there yet, so we're getting there. Also, my eggs are not cooking one bit. All right, I'm gonna turn the stove up a little bit. Ooh, I think they're starting to cook a little bit. Finally, just gotta keep stirring them. Stir. The goal is to not have any brown on the outside when I start folding it over. So let's see if we can accomplish that. Also, I'm someone who, when they cook their eggs, doesn't like any runny stuff, like, because I'm afraid I'm eating raw eggs. And I know these are gonna be a little more soft. Oh no. A little more soft boiled, so, or not boiled, whatever. A little more runny than I think I'm used to. Guys, this is so stressful. This is not looking cooked though. It's hard when you don't have him as your chef here telling you when your eggs are cooked, because that does not look cooked, if you ask me. Maybe I'll turn it on a little lower and stir a little more. Okay, I made the eggs a little smaller than the pan. How are these even staying together? I don't know. Okay, do I add the cheese to the top end? I think it's to the top half. Add the cheese. Adding the cheese, okay. Whew, I can see why Selena was stressing, because now I'm stressing and the eggs don't look cooked. And when I cook an omelet, I usually like flip it over so both sides of the egg get cooked. So I know for certain that the eggs are actually cooked and they're not raw. And this is like a whole other ball game, and it literally does not look like these are gonna stay together. So I feel like they need to cook like this for a second. Because then it says add cheese, fold egg over, and then add butter to it on the plate to make it shiny, and a little bit of salt, and a little bit of chives, but I don't have chives, and I wasn't about to go to school. Blech. I wasn't about to go to the store to buy some chives just for garnish. There is no way this is gonna, what the heck?
Did you hit it hard enough?
Yeah. Woo! Okay, here we go. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's happening. Oh, you can't even see. Okay. Here we go. Let me change the angle of the camera so you can see better. Here we go. Come on, fold over. Fold over. Yeah. Woo! Baby.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
Do it.
Oh my goodness. Come on. Fold over. It's not burnt on the bottom. Oh, look at. No. Not going through the stress again. Look at it. Wow. Okay, let me transfer this to the plate and hopefully I won't break it. All right. All right, guys, so I got it on the plate. I put some butter on. Now the final touch is just some salt. It looks good to me.
That's pretty good.
Right? It's not like crusted or anything really.
You put the butter on top?
It's shiny with the butter on top. I put loads of butter on, probably
That's
too
a lot
much.
of butter.
Probably too much, but let me just do a sprinkle of salt. Okay, here's the salt going on top. Woo! Okay, now we gotta do a taste test, and I hope, I'm like 99% sure it's not raw, but yum. Okay, let's try it. All right, guys, so got my fork. Let's do the final taste test. And let's see how it is. Oh my gosh, it literally just like melts in your mouth. It's cooked. It looks good. It's super soft inside, if you guys can see. It just like, it melts in your mouth. Oh my gosh. I'm sure it's better with that French cheese, but with the American cheese, it's still really good. So this is super good. I highly recommend making this. It was actually pretty easy. Besides some of the stress and like patience you have to make this, I want to start cooking a lot more in my videos. So if you guys have some of your favorite recipes, make sure to comment down below. Also, if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.